Hey guys, Sasha from Mobile Geeks here. I'm in London. I just got back from the Huawei P9 event. I tell you that that was quite impressive, especially when we're taking a look at what company Huawei is partnering with, and especially because I would love to compare this new Huawei P9 against these amazing camera phones, which is the Galaxy S7 Edge from Samsung and the new LG G5. But before that, we are going to unbox this little fella over here. They've not been only announcing the Huawei P9, but also the Huawei P9 Plus. So we got a free P9. Every person that attended this event got a free P9. So of course I have to unbox this immediately. I got the Space Gray version. Is this actually called Space Gray? Titanium Gray. Space Gray sounds very Apple-ish, doesn't it? So here's the device, but first of all, let's take a look what else is in the box here. This is something that I really love about Huawei recently. I mean, the whole packaging seems very premium-like-ish. So we have a PSU in here, which is obviously using a connector that I can't use in Taiwan. Okay, we can do that. I have so many PSUs, that shouldn't be a problem whatsoever. A headset, fantastic. If you remember our LG G5 unboxing, LG didn't even give us a headset whatsoever. But we also have, you know what, is this USB Type-C? It really is. So it's USB to USB Type-C, and here we have a little headset. And then, is there anything else here? Oh, yes there is. Okay. A SIM card injector. Jesus! I thought there would be something, really super interesting in there. Anyways, let's forget about all of this and let's take a look at this device. So, the Huawei P9 got leaked all over the place in the last couple of weeks. And from all the leaks that we saw recently, we can definitely confirm now that this is, or that especially the ones from the last 2 weeks were the real deal, because this is the new, well, is it actually a Huawei phone or is it a Leica phone? Because the way they were pitching it, saying, you know what, we teamed up with Leica, one of these iconic camera manufacturers, and we have dual cameras here, it almost felt like this is actually a Leica phone. The first impression that you're getting from this device, which comes with a full metal body, is, geez, it's light, 144 grams. This is a 5.2-inch display, full HD, so it's 1920 by 1080p, and it's based on the new high silicon Kirin 955 octa-core. So you're getting 4 cores at 2.5 gigahertz and 4 cores at 1.8 gigahertz. That's Huawei's own silicon, and it's blazingly fast. Actually, in terms of the manufacturing process, they're using a 60nm FinFET architecture for this. So this is very, very advanced. Maybe not as advanced as the 40nm that we already see in the market, or even those that are coming up by the end of the year, which will be 10nm from TSMC, or at least what TSMC is going to produce for the rest of the market. But Intel will also come up with some solution, and maybe even Samsung. But this is going to be a blazingly fast device. And while I'm switching it on, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the specification. It has 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB of internal storage, and they're using an eMMC storage and flash memory, which I definitely want to benchmark to see if it just can match the latest memory technologies that we have in the competitors. Let's talk about the cameras, because this is something that you must be really interested in. We have 2 12-megapixel cameras on the back. So actually it's a 12-megapixel Leica dual cam. This is the way they're naming it and what this should be. And we have an 8-megapixel front-facing camera here on the front. The device itself is also super thin, 6.95 millimeters. And if you walk around here, so for some countries you will actually get a dual SIM version, and for other countries this tray will hold a nano SIM and a micro SD card. Then we have the USB Type-C on the bottom, and we have a jack for your headset and a single speaker, while on the right side we have a power button and the volume rocker And then there's nothing but a microphone on the top. So yes, that's what I was expecting. Let's do region. Let's just quickly skip through all of this. And yeah, come on, I agree. At least you're getting a little bit of an idea of, do I want to really enroll now for the fingerprint? I'm not going to do that right now. I want to just really jump into the device and see, do I want to do Huawei Home? Let's do that. Okay, so this is the first experience that you're getting from the Huawei ENUI UI. So it's running on the version, should be 4.1. Let's take a quick look at this. Okay, here are the settings. It always takes me a while to get used to this. About the phone, there we go. So it's running on 4.1, and the Android version is Marshmallow 6.0. There's something different about the Huawei ENUI. You don't have any app drawer, which is basically where I love to use the Nova Launcher on top of it. But still, I mean, it looks good, it looks stylish. It's not like exaggerate in terms of the way the icon looks like. Plus, can you see this very thin bezel here from the display? Let's also have a quick look at the display angles. Colors look pretty cool. Not only pretty cool, they look actually pretty good. Let's see how bright this can get. Because Huawei told us this goes up to, Jesus, that's kind of hard to do. Oh, of course it's hard to do when the auto is switched on. I'm still having a hard time. Guys, seriously, you can see that. Okay, finally, we're getting somewhere. That's kind of hard. Sorry, Huawei. Here we go. It is bright, I tell you that. This is very, very bright. So first impression in general is, wow, it feels so good in your hand. Second impression would be, what about the camera? Let's take some quick pictures at least. Let's enable everything. Okay. Let me take a picture of the LG G5. So of course I'm just using the auto mode right now, and here we are. Because this is already not so easy for a phone to get. I have this dark desk here, and then you have this bright G5 in the front, and to be honest, this is a little bit noisy for me right now. So well, don't get me wrong, this is of course something that I'm just taking. At least the shutter speed is pretty good. Okay, here we go. Well, look at this. That's pretty good, huh? Can you see that? So of course I'm going to take a shitload of pictures, and I will let you know in my full review how the Huawei P9 will not only compete against the Samsung Galaxy S7. Let me just zoom out a little bit so we can show some more devices, and also the LG G5, especially when it comes to the camera. I want to compare this, but also, you know, how it looks like when you compare it to the Mate8. Or we also have the this should be the Mate7. Oh my God, I have all of them over here. That's the Mate8. Do we actually? We have a 6P here, so you're getting a little bit of an idea of how that. But this is the P8, and now just take a look at this. If you compare the P9 with the P8, there's a huge difference compared. This feels more like, I would say, like a Mate8 or a Mate8 with some round edges. Yeah? While this is definitely a device like from a previous generation. So once again, let's just take the Mate8 over here. Yeah, of course, it's quite different on the back, but in general, it has this kind of feeling of a very, very premium smartphone, even though that this was of course a premium smartphone, but it was also quite edgy. This is very, very round, almost like an iPhone 6, and I definitely like this. But once again, this is only a quick and dirty unboxing, guys, and I have to play around with this device before I'm giving you a full verdict. If you want to know anything about the Huawei P9, just make sure, you know, to leave me a comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and, you know, if you have any questions, if you want me to do some specific benchmarks or whatever for the full review, just leave me a comment. I'm Sasha from Mobile Geeks. This is the Huawei P9. Thanks for watching.